Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and welcome back to the second Zia Records, Goodwill, maybe Savers, Blu-ray, DVD, VHS video. So this is number 2. This is the second one. Dos, right? Yeah, Dos video. And this is going to be kind of more or less like the last one. We got a couple Blu-ray, then we're going to get into some DVD, and then I got my VHS here. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the Blu-rays, and this one is, God, this movie is so awful. God, is this film bad? It is so bad that I felt that I need to own it, but I would never pay the price that they wanted. So I got it for $4.99. It was originally $8.99, and that is John Travolta in The Fanatic. God, this movie is bad. Fred Durst, right? Yeah, Fred Durst is not a good director. No, this is bad. Did he write this too? He's one of the writers. Story by Fred Durst, and he's one of 2 screenwriters. Yeah, this is bad, and this is just, I don't get Travolta. Moose in the house. Moose is in the house. Man, ugh. I mean, it's wow. But it's one of those movies. So, and you would think that I would learn from the last video to check for tape. We're gonna have to do this all over again. Okay, and there it's got its little alarm thing. So we'll put that over there. So there, it's the inside. But it's one of those things where I just like collecting movies that are just awful. I really do. For some reason, I like to torture myself. And I just do it. I don't know why. I mean, what did I do for myself? Or what did I do to myself to deserve this type of thing? That I could own, I don't know, Gone with the Wind, or I could own Citizen Kane or The Big Sleep or something like that. Nope, I own The Fanatic. There you go. Next one is an Asylum movie, or The Asylum. And this is Attack from Beneath, which I believe is their version of Pacific Rim. I think this was called like Atlantic Rim, and they got sued, so they had to change it from Attack from Beneath. So I've been collecting The Asylum now for a little bit. And this was originally $7.99, and I got it for $3.99. Yeah, very, very much Pacific Rim. An epic sci-fi action adventure in the vein of Transformers and X-Men. This one is directed by Jared Cohen. So Chris Ray, I wonder if that's Chris Olin Ray. But I just don't learn. I'm glad that my fingernail is just, you can hear that security tag in there. Okay, is that it? Okay, there it is. Put that over there. So I don't know. I like the Asylum. I wouldn't mind working for him one day. I think that would be kind of cool. Now the rest of these are DVD. This is a double feature, a Rutger Hauer double feature, and it is Omega Doom and Blind Fury. Blind Fury, I remember really enjoying, where he's the blind, like, samurai guy. And then, yeah, Omega Doom is Albert Pune, who I got to work with for a couple days. So that was definitely a bucket list director to work with. Sadly, he has passed. So I do like collecting his movies too. But it's, I guess, for this side, robots rule the earth. Only one man can stop them. So this is like robots are cyborgs, and he also did like a Cyborg with Van Damme, and then there's Nemesis with Olivier Gruner. And go. There's one more with that has Chris Christopherson in it. What is it called? I'm blanking on it. But Albert Pyun has done a fair amount of like cyborg type movies. And I like that this is double featured. So because I wanted both of these. So this was really cool finding it. So that was Zia again. So it's a single disc. Yeah, just you got to flip it. Blind Fury is side A, and then it looks like Omega Doom is on side B. So let's see. So this is all Blind Fury. So this should be Omega Doom is on that side. Yeah, it looks like a little history of the movie and then the chapters. So that's kind of cool. Was $7.99, got it for $3.99. $7.99 for me, that's actually worth it because it's a double feature. The next one here, I wanted to pick up some Westerns, and I remember enjoying this one, Frank and Jesse. It has Rob Lowe, Bill Paxton, rest in peace, and Randy Travis. This was originally $4.99, but I got it for 99 cents. This is not a bad Western. This was an enjoyable Western. Do I recognize the director? Robert Boris. Do not know. I remember seeing this and I liked it, but I've not seen this in a very long time. So let's see. I mean, the price was right. Even $4.99 would be okay. Poor Bill Paxton. This next one is Goodwill, and it's Red Planet with Val Kilmer, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Tom Sizemore. Did Val Kilmer pass? I think he did. And Tom Sizemore. Wow. Carrie-Anne Moss is still with us. So this is like a killer robot on Mars. Mission to Mars came out around the same time as this. I think I enjoyed this one better than Mission to Mars. Mission to Mars was more of like a drama. This is more of like a sci-fi horror movie. So I like that. Only $2.99, so not too bad. I can't tell it's like Anthony Hoffman. It's Warner Brothers, but it doesn't really look like it has really any special features. So the best sci-fi thriller since The Matrix. I don't know about that. This one is a great film. This is a Steven Soderbergh film, and it has Terrence Stamp in it, and I love this film. Soderbergh wished that he had made this film a little bit later so people would know it once his name got really big, and that's The Limey. This is a great film. This is really good. They use the Who song for the trailer. The Seeker is the trailer song for this, and that's what really got me to want to watch this. This is Artisan, who's now out of business. But it's Terrence Stamp, Leslie Ann Warren, Louis Gussman, Barry Newman, and Peter Fonda. So Terrence Stamp and Peter Fonda are just, that's worth it right there. Oh, this must be, okay, so this is Savers because it's got the sticker on the back. Yeah, this is a really good movie. Oh, this has got like a booklet, let's see. So we got that. Oh, that's a nice picture. I'm a huge Terrence Stamp fan. Him and like Sam Neill, to me, are just like two guys that when you put them in a movie, it just heightens it. It just makes it better. And he is so good in this. A perfect thriller. That's what it says right there. That is correct. This next one I got because it's Turn of the Screw, which is what it's based on. But I'm tired of the is it Stranger Things? Is that what it's called? Stranger Things? Yeah, Stranger Things. I'm tired of the kids from that. And this does have Finn Wolfhard in it. But it's called The Turning, includes alternate ending. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll pick it up. It's based on Turn of the Screw. It was originally $7.99, which I would not pay for, but it's but I got it for $3.99. So that's not too bad. I've heard mixed, especially the ending. So maybe the alternate ending is better. But I've heard that ending is not the best. So I'll eventually see. I think I'll do it 3 times. I'll check it out at some point. So I love obsession films, kind of like ... from hell movies, like The Hand That Rocks the Cradle or Fatal Attraction. The Roommate is my favorite one. So I picked this one up, and it's got, I always say his name wrong. Idris Elba, Beyonce, and Ali Lauder. Idris Elba. I think I'm kind of saying it right. But this is they're married. She becomes obsessed with him. So it's white girl obsessed with the black guy. And everything bad, of course, happens. So, but I've seen it once before. I enjoyed it. I'm not a big Beyonce fan. I don't really care for, it's like whatever. But I like him. I like her. And it was a decent film. So how far would you go to protect what's yours? So it goes on the shelf with all the other kind of ... from hell movies. I think this is, like his secretary. And then she just becomes experience the Beyonce mania. Fuck off. Yeah, this is, I don't recognize anybody on this. Oh, really? I'm a Kelly Rowland fan. If I have to pick one of them. Freaking Beyonce advertisement. It's the same thing on both sides. That's boring. Can't even do something different on the other side. Maybe put the chapters on one side and have her on the other. Okay. But I thought the movie was okay. This I enjoyed. This is a remake of a film from the 50s, I want to say. And it's The Narrow Margin from the 50s. When they remade it with Gene Hackman and Ann Archer, they just called it Narrow Margin. So I saw this around the same time as the Michael Cimino film Desperate Hours, which is a remake of the Humphrey Bogart movie, The Desperate Hours. So they just knocked out the. But I enjoyed this as far as it's a Peter Hyams film. So he's a good director. Oh yeah, J.T. Walsh. Once again, rest in peace, man. All these people. But it's got a good cast in it. It's a good little thriller, mostly taking place on a train. So this was $4.99. It wasn't on sale, but I've been trying to find it. I don't think it's available on Blu-ray. So I grabbed the DVD of it. And that was the same thing with Desperate Hours, which is both the original movies are excellent. The remakes, they're okay. They're fine. They're watchable. They're worth keeping. Well, this is Artisan again. Maybe that's why it's hard to find. Double feature here of Steven Seagal. Can't go wrong with Steven Seagal. Under Siege and Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. So, ship, train. Savers, $3.99. But I think, yeah, it's interesting because the director of Under Siege is Andrew Davis. He did The Fugitive. And then for Under Siege 2, it's I think it's Jeff or Joff Murphy. He also did Free Jack. So I was happy about that because I wanted to collect both of their movies. So this is another one where one side is one movie, the other side is the other film. Would have been nice if this was on separate discs, but at least I got them. It's Warner Brothers. Both are widescreen. They got the trailers. Oh, Under Siege 2, Dark Territory has a Steven Seagal trailer gallery. So there must be more than one. Okay. Goes in my Steven Seagal collection. This one, Goodwill, Arnold Schwarzenegger, End of Days. So End of the World, devil stuff, my mother watched this on TV and was very disturbed by it. So, and it's also directed by Peter Hyams. So I got two now in this batch that are by the same director. This is the collector's edition, widescreen, a nonstop action-packed thrill ride. I enjoyed it. Schwarzenegger seems to do more. It's more of a drama. I mean, it's a horror movie, but he does some dramatic stuff in it. So kind of like the zombie film that he did. I think it's called Maggie, where he's more dramatic. So this and Stigmata are two that can go together. Is this a booklet? Yeah. Let's see. So we got that. And then inside production notes. I'll have to pick up Stigmata, put the two together. Might also be a good film to watch with Fallen, that movie with Denzel Washington. That was a good one. So we got a science fiction one here. It's After Dark Originals, a new brand of fear, and it's called 51. So sci-fi alien movie, of course, that takes place at Area 51. I always like stuff like that. There's got the creature on the back there. And don't recognize. Well, directed by Jason Connery. I believe that's Sean Connery's son. Sean Connery, rest in peace. God, I'm mentioning a lot of people who have died. Have not seen this, but hey, I'll take an Alien, I'll take Area 51, I'll do all that stuff. So why not? This was $7.99. Probably would not pay for that, but I only paid $1.99. So definitely worth picking up. Take out the. Yeah, at Zia, there are two bins that are mostly like horror, sci-fi, action. They're all like this. They're all priced way down. When OGP and I go in, he takes one, I take one. We then go through all of them. We pull out some stuff that we think that each other might like. And then once we're done, we just move over, to the other one. So, and there's a lot of stuff, that he picks that I wouldn't. And then there's stuff that, that he picks that I don't, that I don't like. So it works out pretty well. But yeah, that's where basically all of these type of stickering that they came from those bins, just like this next one. This I saw a trailer for and I went, this does not look bad. And it's Alien Uprising. It is, and Jean-Claude Van Damme. So he obviously has a small part in it. Trying to get this little sticker off here, but that's okay. Got this. It's $4.99, but I got it for $1.99. I saw the trailer for it. It just kind of popped up on a movie I was watching. And I'm like, oh, I recognize that film. There. Oh, Sam Phillips. Sam Phillips. Why do I think Sam Phillips is the actor-writer in The Mousetrap who I interviewed? I think that's him. Interviewed the director of that too in the same show for one filmmaker. I think that's him. I could be wrong. But the trailer for this actually looked pretty good. So I thought, you know what? Let's check it out. I'll buy it and then at some point watch it. So, all right. So then the last DVD here is, and I've been into Shakespeare and all that type of stuff with the movies. I mentioned this before, I think, that I actually want to go take like one of those adult classes at the college. And then, but I want to take a Shakespeare class. I want to learn Shakespeare. I want to understand more of Shakespeare and apply that to my own writing. So this is this is a 2-disc deluxe edition based on Othello. And it's Michael Pfeiffer, Josh Hartnett, and Julia Stiles. Trust, Seduction, Betrayal. And like I said, it's 2 discs. Oh, I think this is directed by Tim Blake Nelson. The sticker is blocking it up. I think it's Tim Blake Nelson, who's also an actor, like a known actor. Oh, Martin Sheen is in this. John Hurd. Who else is in this? Yeah, he filmed by Tim Blake Nelson. Rain Phoenix. I wonder if that's like Joaquin or Rivers, like a relative, maybe a sister or something. Yeah, man, this has got a good cast in it. So let's see. This is okay. So it doesn't have tape. So we got them disc 1 and disc 2 inside. So it looks like disc 1 contains both widescreen. Okay, don't care about that. Director's commentary, trailer. Disc 2, cast and crew interviews, deleted scenes. There's a comprehensive analysis of key basketball scenes. Yeah, because it deals with basketball. The newly restored classic film Othello. Oh, so you get 2 movies on this. So you get one of the original versions of Othello. There's been a ton of them. Be nice if that was the Orson Welles one. But yeah, great performances, Ebert and Roper. So, okay. Excuse me. And then the last one here is VHS. I'm a huge Tony Scott fan. He basically created Chaos Cinema. And so I've been collecting his movies on VHS. So I got this one here. So this is Crimson Tide. Goodwill. So Denzel Washington, Gene Hackman. It's also Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer. Great movie, really good. So I'm happy to have this on VHS. The nice thing about VHS is, if you want to collect it, is it ends. Like at some point, just it ends. They just stopped making them. So you can only go to a certain point. So for like Tom Cruise, I'm not sure where it exactly ended, but it ended. And so I only collect a certain amount and then I'm done. Michael Bay is the same thing. I think it was like Bad Boys 2 was the last VHS, because I don't have anything from Transformers. So unfortunately, Tony Scott, rest in peace, he died. And so I've been collecting his movies, but they do stop at a certain point. But I don't know where exactly they end. Unstoppable, the one with the train, that was his last film. But I don't know what the last VHS one would be. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, this is a really good film. Very happy to have it. A little messed up on the top there. $149 is what it cost me. Sides are looking pretty good. I kind of leave these the same. Like I'll just leave that on there. That doesn't, because it's just, it's what was on the tape. But I will remove this. I'll use like Goo Gone and I'll get rid of this. But I'm not going to worry about that, like dollar one up there. I just don't want this. 2 thumbs up, Siskel and Ebert. So, okay. So that's everything. So let's do the quick recap. We'll start with the VHS. So Crimson Tide. O. Alien Uprising. 51. End of Days. Under Siege and Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Narrow Margin. Obsession. The Turning. The Limey. Red Planet. Frank and Jesse. Omega Doom and Blind Fury. And then Blu-ray, Attack from Beneath. And can't forget The Fanatic. There we go. That's everything. So, all right. Thank you. So this is 2 of 2. If you haven't checked out the other one, please check that one out too. But so if you're watching this one, you should go watch that one first and then come back to this one, because there are so many unanswered questions with the first video that they're all answered here. And I can't tell you what those are. You just have to kind of figure it out. So sorry. But all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.